Like, that was the name of the animation. Build us something. Like, I'm not leaving anything out there due to poor memory. That's what it's called. You know, who's on first. That's yours. Yeah. There's non-stop emergency codes running right after another. I mean, not that I'm complaining. Free rewards and stuff. You're answering the Sega. There's off plenty of those. But as long as the level is like, you know, scaled relatively. I don't think I gotta make it at this rate. I always found like it's always better to hit it faster than hit it harder for some reason. I don't know if that's actually the case, but it usually seems to be the case. The thing just does not give a shit about hit points. Tag points. It just cares how many times you hit it, it feels like. If I kept using my Astral Riser, I probably would have made it in time. I don't even know what exactly the time limit is on those things. I just know they keep getting bigger until they pop or something. Like, the game doesn't give you a timer on those for some reason. Though it is technically timed. I hate these things because you absolutely have to hit them from the back with their necks. Otherwise you don't deal any damage to them. Yeah. I can't see it right. I haven't gotten that one yet? I thought I had all of them. There's a surprise. Well, except maybe some of the ones in Vegas, but... as far as message packs go, I thought I already got all of them in the vanilla game. By vanilla, I mean before episode 4. Episode 4 is just such a departure from the regular portion of the game. I feel like pulling episode 1 vanilla wouldn't be entirely the most accurate thing. And like the rest of the game's still there, Cataclysm, but like the way that they delivered the story of episode 4 is just so radically different. Like, the summoner class is just so radically different from any other class in the game, even hero. It can't really compare to the summoner. Like, Bouncer, sort of similar to Hunter, honestly. Like Hunter crossed with Ranger, sorta. And Hunter crossed with Force. Sorry, I was thinking of Brave first one that's like Hunter and Ranger combined. And not to say that they don't bring their own unique things to the table, like, you know, Bouncer has those jet boots that are mostly a melee weapon, but you can use techniques with them, even though that they have photon arcs. Which is neat, but it's not that different from what's already been established in the game by that point. But then you have, like, Summoner, and it's like, basically you just sit back, wave your wand, and the pet does all the attacking for you. And obviously that's coming from a casual player, or at least I thought I was a casual player. But apparently something that casual players don't do is take things at their own pace. So that's somehow not what makes a casual player. Like, I don't know, is there like an in-between casual and hardcore? I've seen a few words thrown around on the internet regarding that, like avid and I call myself a dedicated casual, honestly, but I don't even remember what the other words were. I just remember avid because I like avid. It makes sense. But like, it just seems like when it comes to the discussion of casual and hardcore gamers, the middle ground never gets discussed. For the life of me, I'll never understand why. What is the middle ground? Where do you even draw the line? Is there a line between them? Not just like is there a line before before hardcore but after casual? You know what I'm trying to say, right? It's just, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I think that really is all up to personal interpretation, though. Like, not everyone's going to have the same idea of what a casual and hardcore mean anyway. I'm just the kind of guy who likes to play games for the entertainment, you know? I thought that made me casual, but apparently not really. Not to mention that I do, you know, like, do fan art and deconstruct media a lot. That's mostly why I try to distinguish myself as a dedicated casual, because I do more than just, you know, consume the media, but at the same time, I don't feel like I'm really doing much that would really distinctify me from a casual. Like, I know a lot of things about a lot of things, but I'm no means an expert at anything. Like, people praise my knowledge of, like, Adobe Premiere and Photoshop, even though that, like, the things I tell them are, like, some of the most basic things in the world to me. It was just because I have so much experience doing them. I don't know. I mean, it took me a long time just to figure some of these things out, I admit, but once I figured them out, they just felt like some of the things I should have found out a long time ago. That's the kind of thing that kind of gets to me. It's like, Oh man, how did I not realize that sooner? Like, a lot of what I learned on a lot of things is stuff that I figure out myself. Well, mostly when it comes to, like, editing. Like, when it comes to video games, usually I'll look up strategy guides and walkthroughs. Not Let's Plays, though. I don't watch Let's Plays to get the information I need. Unless there's a specific detail that I could only get from a Let's Play, but I don't think that's ever actually happened before. I'm not sure. Like, usually I'll just ask people on Reddit, because those guys always know what's up. Like, say what you will about Reddit and the whole hive mind nonsense, you know, those guys usually know what's up when it comes to stuff. Sure, they can be a bit self-centered at times about it, and it might not be the greatest in terms of community, but they know what's up. At least, like, most of the time. Really depends on the subreddit. Like, really, a lot of things about Reddit depend on the subreddit. Like, which subreddit you're going to. It's just such a diverse range of subreddits that I feel like stigmatizing the site just based on a couple of them doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I'm pretty sure, like, Reddit has, like, subreddits for all over the political spectrum, so, like, you can't say that Reddit has any one sort of political agenda when they have all of them. As far as I'm aware, anyway. That's just the funny thing about Reddit, though. I guess. I suppose it has something to do with the fact that, you know, there's close communities, and I guess the people running Reddit don't really have any inherent political or really any sort of bias, I guess. I'm sure that they might shadow ban you, but that's only like if you do something that is deserving of it. I really don't feel like the time I got shadow banned before I particularly deserved it, because, like, I was just posting my own content on some subreddits, and apparently doing that without engaging the community is against the rules, even though that I honestly wanted nothing to do with these communities, especially because one of them in particular was kind of being, like, very dickish about how they were criticizing me. It's not that I didn't deserve the criticism, don't get me wrong. The thing I posted that subreddit was garbage, although apparently they didn't understand that I mutilated music to make it copyright, to avoid content ID, which, by the way, didn't even work, so when I remade the thing, I decided just to use the original, unaltered audio. There was this Attack on Dark Fowls music video that just used a bunch of openings from Phantasy Star games. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get higher quality footage for Phantasy Star Zero because the resolution is way too small and I just couldn't find any with better resolution. It is a DS. Is it DS? No, it's a DS game, I'm sure of it. It was a DS game, and, you know, those don't really have the best quality when it comes to visual quality. Although I couldn't even find, like, a trailer version of the opening. Like, pretty much every Phantasy Star game has a trailer that they use as the opening for some reason. That's something that always baffles me. Like, why would you use your trailer as